Steph's dropping 40 pieces in his sleep, Giannis just had 18 field goals in a win against the Lakers, and scaring the rest of the NBA, MVP Jimmy Butler is playing the best ball of his career. He also has the most talented roster ever surrounding him. Here's where these superstars provide the biggest impact, and the NBA's biggest MVP favorites of the 2022 season. Only 23.3% of you watching right now are subscribed, so if you're looking for consistent NBA content, help the channel reach 50k by subscribing if you haven't already. Also leave a thumbs up on this video, it takes a few seconds and makes a massive difference. Number 5, Jimmy Butler. From his rebounding to his elite, versatile all-NBA defense, an end of the floor where he's one of the best wing stoppers in basketball, Jimmy does a lot more than just get buckets. Butler's third in the NBA in player efficiency rating, posting numbers of 24, 6, and 6 on a career high by far, 53% from the field. Butler's three-point efficiency from 2021 has increased by about 10 percentage points. Also, he's leading the currently 11-5, number 1 seeded Miami Heat in scoring, steals, and he's top 3 on the team in assists and rebounds. The newly vamped roster around Jimmy should make team success no problem for him. Considering his consistency year in, year out, you can rely on this man to continue producing at this MVP level for the rest of the season. Number 4, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The reigning finals MVP is shooting a career high since his rookie year, 30.8% from three-point range, and he looks a lot more comfortable pulling up for deep-range bombs. Additionally, Giannis is second behind Jokic in player efficiency rating, and while his Bucks have struggled so far this year, they've got a chance to start heating up after a big win versus LA in their dope city jerseys and the return of Chris Middleton. Giannis is getting it done defensively as well, as he's third at his position in efficiency, and he's 6th among all players in total contested shots. Milwaukee's trying to make it back-to-back championships, and along the way, given how easily the Greek Freak makes it look on a nightly basis, he could add his 3rd MVP trophy. Although, a man who's also trying to win MVP honors for a 3rd time may have something to say about Giannis taking that award back to Milwaukee. Number 3, Nikola Jokic. While his Serbian slam on Markieff Morris has gotten all the attention for the reigning MVP, there's several reasons for why the Joker makes this top 5. Jokic is having the best offensive season of his career, he's having the best defensive season of his career, his current player efficiency rating of 36.76 and box plus minus of plus 14.5 would both be the best marks of all time. Jokic is posting 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists per game, and he's shooting a career best on shots at the rim as well as shots in the mid-range. We've never seen anything like what Jokic is doing right now. He's scoring at a rate similar to Kevin Durant and rebounding at a similar rate to Rudy Gobert. The assist numbers will come around when the Nuggets eventually improve on their near dead last ranked three-point shooting, but without Murray, Nikola's carrying Denver to a solid record early on. Number 2, Kevin Durant. KD may have struggled against the Warriors in their nationally televised battle on Tuesday night, but he bounced back the game after that, and that outing in the Bay was one of the rare off nights that Easy Money Sniper has had this season. KD's an elite defensive player, which rarely gets talked about, as the man ranks number 6 among all players at his position in defensive rating. Durant's versatility allows him to swiftly cover ground, making him a rangy defender, and the same length that allows him to shoot over the top of anyone makes Kevin a menace in the passing lanes. He's got extremely underrated instincts, and he's quietly one of the league's best wing defenders. However, what Durant's known for, his all-time great scoring, the man's been owning his matchup. I got to witness KD tear through my Raptors defense in person, and everyone knew that we were witnessing debatably the most talented player on earth. Before number 1, honorable mentions to Luka Doncic, Paul George, DeMar DeRozan. Let me know who I missed down below. But since Jimmy was top 3 in PER and his team is number 1 in the East right now, I couldn't not have him at number 5, so those honorable mentions weren't among the top 5. Having said that, given there's still a massive 80% of the season remaining, I could make another MVP video in the future and easily include those aforementioned honorable mentions. Subscribe for that. But as of right now, number 1, Stephen Curry. Considering the talent at number 1 and number 2 on this ranking, the MVP award is actually serving its purpose this year. Usually the player with the best team gets it, and it doesn't legitimately display the best player in the world, but this season, that's different. The soon-to-be leader in all-time three-pointers made, Stephen Curry, is undoubtedly our game's most talented player right now, given the generationally special display he's put on so far in this early season. It's hard to put what Curry's been doing into a few numbers. Having said that, I'll do my best. He's taken over the NBA's scoring lead again. Like a few MVP contenders I've mentioned, Steph's number 1 at his position in defensive rating, Curry's number 1 in league-wide plus-minus, a full plus 64 ahead of any other player, and a full plus 83 ahead of any other MVP candidate ranked today. So far in 21-22, in 40% of Golden State's games so far, Curry's had at least 36 points. His 6.1 rebounds per game is a career best, and in Cleveland, Steph became the first player in a quarter of a century to double up on the opposing team in points and assists in a fourth quarter. But this next stat, which ranges throughout his entire career, is the most mind-boggling factoid of them all. According to StatMuse, only one player ever has 10-plus games of 9 threes, and it's Steph with 37. No other player is in the 10 to 36 range. On pace for both his 3rd scoring championship and most valuable player award. That's why Curry ranks number 1 on this list. But who's your MVP favorite and why? I'll give 2 commenter shoutouts from my previous vid and this one next time. But this was Dflow. I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you next video.